Pow! 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 We're live, y'all. I made it. Whew, made it like 2 minutes. Let me adjust. It's pretty good like that. Today I got some tea. No coffee because it's a little late. Waiting for you. Oh, I see someone is already there. All right. Let's see. Maya Brooks made it today. You're the first one. All right. Happy Easter, everybody. Yeah. Santé. So I don't know how much wind we're going to get into the mic today. Not sure. The sun is shining. Got some wind. Wi-Fi is going. So we should be okay. Even the way I got the computer set up, it's like even that is moving. Funny. But he's going to play. However, he's going to play. Talking about the weather. Because in French, the weather is he. The sun is with us, though. The light is beautiful, I must say. I'm trying to think if I should, let me see, if I should adjust this thing. Okay, question for you, because I got a question for you. How is the wind situation? How is the microphone? Let me know, because maybe I can change something about that. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for an answer, guys. Can you tell me if the mic is good or not? Nobody's responding. It's fine here? Okay. All right. So if the mic is fine, I just have to, the thing is moving like crazy. Okay, hold on, let me fix this, okay? That should be okay. Okay, so more stable. I feel like I'm on a boat. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna start then. So, oh yeah, what am I doing? Of course, best to way to. Look at that. You got resonance on my hoodie. You got Fabmilly up top. All right. We got some people here. They came on time. I see my regulars. Let me say hello, acknowledge everybody right now, okay? Because Maya Brooks, Glenn Milli, Charity, Dana, Joshua, Katya, Conrad, Marlon, Naomi, Paul, Christian, Elizabeth, Lisa Davis, Joshua Calden, Outlander. Okay. Ludmila Oprea, Juana. I'm looking for Garment, Till Alexandros, Tammy Fox. Okay. Let's look down the line and see if there's any questions already lined up. Okay, let's see. This is more of a statement. This is Liz Davis? Okay. My screen. Lisa Davis. Sorry, my screen was messed up. Lisa Davis. Hey, Fab. Happy Easter. My name is Daniel Bosco. Man, I'm struggling. My sobriety is at risk. Do you have any tips to stay strong? Okay, well, we're gonna hook you up right now. Lisa, listen. Daniel, Bosco, it all comes down to you. Okay? It comes down to you and how you're gonna feel the day after you broke your sobriety. So think about how that moment is going to feel. And if you think a couple times about how it's going to feel, and maybe you've been there before, then you might refrain yourself from not only doing that to yourself, but also to the people who love you. Because the people who love you and have love for you, they don't want anything bad to happen to you. Now, if you have no one around that's really truly loves you and cares for you, what about you? You know, like you said, me, myself, and I. You know, you have to trust yourself to do the right thing for yourself and treat yourself like your best friend. It's really what you got to do. And that's how, back in my days, when I was not going walking the straight and narrow, I had a few, issues. And if you could think about anticipating what it feels like when you broke your sobriety and how bad it feels to have gone off. And maybe you feel like at that moment, but it's like hunger. It'll pass. What you got to do, you have to rebalance yourself because it's all about cause and effect. Something caused you to want to do that. So try to stay balanced, try to stay calm, meditate, really remove the negative, go through that storm and come out clear, because when you break your sobriety, usually it's because your mind is not clear. So wait, try to navigate going through this hurricane. There's no visibility, but at some point the sun is going to come back out and you'll be able to see clearly and be like, you know what, I was about to do something real stupid and I'm not, and I shouldn't do it. All right, I hope that helped. I hope. So, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's Funday vlog, visualization and how to program it. Well, someone was in need, so I had to break off. I had to go there and help. How do you program your visualization? But before that, I'm going to go and see if there's more people who came through. Okay, we got Glenn Milli. Hello, hello, hello. It's nice to see you guys. I know there's more people watching because after watching the when I finish talking, I always look at the numbers. I'm like, oh, I guess there were more people watching during the vlog. Oh, and Mimi. Yeah, I was not going to forget you. Et moi. Elizabeth. Welcome, guys. So let me refocus here and let's start. How to program your visualization. It's about your mind, your frame of mind, and what do you want for yourself? What is it that you want at the end of this tunnel or vision? You have a tunnel vision or something, and sometimes it is necessary to have this tunnel vision. But how to get into this tunnel vision? How to keep an eye on what it is that you really truly want for yourself? Well, first and foremost, I had to start with my vitality and caring for my vitality. Now we can dream, and dreaming is great. But in order to make those dreams come to fruition and come to reality, you really have to visualize it as if it was happening right now. It has to be as real as possible. You have to smell it, you have to feel it. It's as if you're walking in another dimension, but you're really truly like, wow, this feels real. It's almost like, you don't have to go to sleep and no, you have to tap into it during the day and be like, I'm here now. right here. I'm right here, right now. I'm there. And this is how I want it. This is how I see it. And you have to see it very, very, very vividly and very clearly. But it has to be precise, very precise. And also, like I talked last week about the intent. What is the intent behind accomplish what you want to accomplish for this visualization? Because when you put the right intent and you put that behind, because intent is like kind of like the hammer on the nail, okay? And then the nail is visualization, and then with the intent, the hammer, boom, you build that vision. Day by day, you build it. Day by day, you feel it, you smell it, you see it, and you can't not deviate, because in order to get to that vision, there's a lot of things that you have to go through, whether it is meditating, whether it's working out, whether it's eating right, whether it's to keep yourself in a certain type of routine. Maybe it's cleaning your kitchen. Like everyone has a different recipe. you know. But I can tell you that when you keep your house in order and cleaning is great because it allows you to just, you don't get lazy. If your house goes, that means you're letting go of something else. But if your house is spot clean, you're on. You're organizing yourself properly when it comes to time management. You are anticipating everything to make sure that everything is done properly. And when you're able to anticipate when it comes to time, man, you're in running. So when it comes to visualization, you also have to make time for yourself and find a time in the day or it's in the evening to just have a clear mind and set time aside for this very exercise, is visualization. You can't do too many things, you know, in order to do this thing that I'm talking about. Visualization takes focus, it takes silence at the same time. Maybe you want to have some music playing in the back, you know, but silence is the best because it allows you to hone in and zero in exactly on what you see. And so for me, I'm a visual guy, so I I, I have visions first, and then I try to stay there, and I look at everything with a microscope, and even sometimes when I get out of that visualization moment, I have my pen and my paper, and I write everything down because sometimes I'm thinking, well, there was not an accident, and sometimes when you visualize things that you want for yourselves, new things happen. And I like to just write it all down to the last detail because that's maybe something that I overlooked or maybe something that I forgot about that I'm like, yo, that's something that I really want for myself. So take the time to really, really, really be at peace with yourself, silence, no distractions, keep the phone away, turn the light down, whatever you got to do, but make sure that you're calm in your heart, and that your frame of mind is there for this time being. And it doesn't have to take too long. It can take 5 minutes or even 1 minute. But in that 1 minute, you gotta go. You gotta go like fish. Whoa. And you gotta do that every day because you have to remind yourself every day of what it is that you want for yourself. And that little exercise will push you to remain focused. I think that was it for the short little monologue. I'm gonna go now to you because it's a Q&A. We're gonna go back and forth. It's now 14 minutes. I love you guys. It's nice to have you here. Really, really cool. So I'm gonna get that ready and I'm gonna go. Like I said, I put my time where my mouth is. You know the expression? I put my money where my mouth is. I put my time where my mouth is. I'm here for you. I'm here. I'm here, guys. I hope you guys took advantage of this 3-day weekend. You got a chance to chill, relax, spend time with family, make great memories. Take a little time for yourself. It's important. You know, don't forget that there's some types of people that are like putting themselves second. I understand because I was that type of guy. But you also have to put yourself first so you can take care of yourself. And when you're stronger and feel better, because you got to work on yourself. You know, we have to constantly evolve and grow and become the best version of ourselves. And you have to make time for yourself. So giving is good, but you also have to grow. Otherwise, you won't be able to keep giving. So take some time for yourself to regroup and become who you're supposed to be. All right. So I'm gonna go to your comments and see what we got. I'm gonna go from the top. So it might take me a little bit. Everybody's saying hi. Yeah, but I'm looking for like that capital letter word. I mean, I want you to use capital letters for the word question at the tip of your question. At the top of your question. So, oh, the microphone is good. Okay, cool, perfect. Yeah, the wind is gone. Yeah, the weather is working with us. So, what do we got? Oh, loud and clear. I love it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's right, Garnet. Tell me, folks, Fab, where are you? At your roof or on some other place? I'm not on the roof. I'm on the ground floor right here. That's where I'm at. I like to keep myself real low key as far as where I am in the world. I like it like that. It's best. Okay, I'm looking for a question. Happy Easter, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for the best wishes. Oh, Charity says Happy Easter to Tessa. I'll pass it on, of course. Okay, well let's go. Let's go for that because it's not a question, but a statement, and maybe we can go there, and then I will go to Joshua because I see question. Bam. All right. All right. So, sup, Sash? What's up? Come, come. Oh, that's my son. What you doing? Skating. I'm doing the vlog, so just want to say hi.
Yeah, hi, bye.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. No more interruption. I hope. Oh, Tessa is right here too. Happy Easter from Tessa to everybody to the Fabmillytribe. Good. Here we go. So I saw something before Sasha came through. Okay, garment. But Fab, to navigate life, we need a good surrounding and perception of our surrounding. I don't know exactly what you're saying, but if I understood what you're saying, in the end, you're on your own. So getting uh, understanding from your surrounding, you shouldn't work and try to rely on anyone around. That's how it goes sometimes, and that's gonna make you strong. It really is. So the best is not to rely. If people are there for you, and you know from the get go that they have your back, they're there for you, they love you, they have unconditional love for you. Any criticism they have is constructive. Then that's someone you can trust. But if you have to question whether or not they understand, they have a certain understanding of what you're going through or whatever it may be, don't count on that. You should focus on yourself and become the strongest you can be with the tools that are available out there, whether it's my tools, Unlock Hashtag 14, whether it's Tony Robbins, whether they are. Make sure that on your journey to self improvement, that you grab things. I call them seeds now. I like to call them seeds because it's more organic. We plant seeds in a fertile ground of our soul, body, and mind, and we have to water them, nurture them continuously so that they can grow, and then they'll show up, and people will recognize that. They'll be like, "Wow, you're different. You used to be a certain way, but wow, your energy is changed," and that's what you want. People will come to you and let you know, wow. Because what happens when you grow and evolve, people can help but mention it to you. That's it. So your surroundings, sometimes, you don't have the best, people are not necessarily there to support you because maybe they have no time, they have their lives. So you have to know that you're on your own. That's a journey that you have to take on your own. And on your journey, you might meet other people that are like-minded like you, and you will partner up and keep you guys together and focus on this journey to self-improvement. That's how I see it. And this is a place where we keep ourselves in check. We come here every Sunday because we want to evolve, we want to grow, we want to get better, we want to live our best life and accomplish and reach every goal we have in mind. That's it. And for me, coming here on the weekend is a way to just like, let's go, let's remind myself, but let's remind you, and let's win together because I'm coming. I am coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm coming. And I'm coming because I'm using I was going to say my tools, but I'm nurturing my seeds every day. Whatever seed I'm focusing on Monday or Tuesday, I make sure that I'm nurturing them because that's what's been helping me to come to this point. And the fact that I can come here every Sunday with the right type of energy is because I'm doing the right thing throughout the whole week. If I wasn't right, then I couldn't come here and give you what I'm giving you today. Whether I'm traveling, whether I'm home, I always try to come here and put my time where my mouth is. It came out properly. See? So connect and surround yourself from the right kind of energies, because in order for you to tune into the right type of frequencies, you have to be the right kind of situation or people. So if you don't feel like it's right, then refrain from it and listen to your instinct right there. If your instinct says, I'm not feeling it, it's kind of weird, then don't spend the time and just focus on yourself. Okay? So now I saw a question. Joshua Galdon. Question: do you believe spirituality in evil eyes, crystal, or charms? Woo, man, you unpacked a lot of things there. Whew, that's a lot. That's a long conversation. What I believe is that it's all about energies. I go back to that all the time. Will make you want to communicate and open yourself and have a great conversation. And you feel like when you cross someone like that, you can feel that it's wonderful. And then sometimes you encounter people who have a different types of energy. Maybe the word we could use dark or just, and maybe it has everything to do with the fact that they have issues and they can't communicate, and that's where they are, and they seem to go in circle in that energy, and when they come across other people, well, that energy will kind of touch you and you feel it. It's proven, this cardio electromagnetic communication system that is around our heart, it does feel things, and it's either it feels comfortable or communication system that is around our heart, it does feel things. And it's either it feels comfortable or it doesn't. And when it feels comfortable, I trust it. When it doesn't feel comfortable, I don't trust it. I don't have to speak or analyze. It's a very quick thing. You feel it, like, and your first instinct is usually the right one. But sometimes, some of the people that you had, wow, what's going on over there? Oh man, doggies is sad today. Or the owner left the house. Anyway, to go back to what I was saying, when it comes to energies, you'll know right away. So don't question too much with your head. Just feel it in your heart. That's it. Resonance, vibrations. That's what this logo is about. I drew this thing because it's exactly what it felt like when I was in a certain situation. Like there was this invisible vibration or wave that was going through, and I was like, not feeling it. Oh yes, that's cool. I can engage. But if you don't feel it, don't engage. Sorry for the noise. Man. Woo, man. Ah, maybe it was the food. Maybe. Now let's look. Let's look for what else do we got. Marian. Share. I hope I'm saying your name properly. Question. If you could choose a theme song for your life, which song would it be? Oh man. hmm That's a tough one because there's so many songs. But there's one song that I love to perform when I perform with my band, and that's Redemption Song. The song covers other subjects, but this theme, redemption songs, redemption, um, making it up, coming back, making it better. Yeah, but you know, redemption song. Um, that's a tough one. I don't know. Maybe I wrote it. I'm writing so much. Maybe I wrote it somewhere. Maybe it'll be one of mine. Because because when it comes to my life and my journey, I would say that there might be like redemption song. I love the title, but like I say, the rest of the song covers other subjects. But I think that in my the soundtrack to my theme song is I would have to take from several songs, you know. But maybe I have one of mine already all prepared because I write text constantly, and I think that I have wrote one of those. Maybe I have written one of those, and maybe one day it'll be released. But as of now, as of yet, and maybe this week I'll think about your question, and maybe I'll find a song that kind of like mirrors uh, my life. You know, to be continued. Dot dot dot. Maya Brooks, but you got to put. I know it's a statement or a question, but please put in capital letters question like this. Bam! I won't miss you because I was about to slide and I would have missed your question. Okay. So Maya Brooks, do you ever see anything interesting? Any interesting vision in your mind when you're mostly sleeping or awake? Yeah. I see things. It's constant by me. I write them down. Uh, a lot of it is creativity. It has a lot to do with creativity. So when I come up with something creative, I always write it down because they come and go so quick that for me to say, oh, I'm going to write that a little later, By the time I get back to it, and that it has happened to me in the past, well, I missed the essence of what it was that I saw. So that's why I love the phone. I go to my notes, boom, and I write it down right away. Same thing with our vlog here. Sometime as we proceed through the vlog and I talk or a question comes up and I respond to it, and then something I said or I thought about something, so I take notes. But the minute I shut down my computer, I go right to my phone, like boom, 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 boom. I write it down because you never know. It could be a great one. It could be a great idea or not, but you have to catalog everything. Me being an artist, I got to do it. That is one of my reflex, and and it served me right many times, oftentimes, all the time. That's why I'm not breaking away from this habit, this routine. Find your system, repeat, 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 and refine it. Visualization, program. How to program it? I'm sure that when you see what you see, because visualization is it's like an end picture of what visualizing what you want for yourself is usually like an end vision of like this journey that you're taking, and this is what I want for myself. But in order to get to this picture, there's a lot of work that has to take place. You see? So you have to go back to those visions. That's why I say write things down. Doing things from the mind, from the head, it's cool, but it's much better to write it down so that you could write what you smell, the color of the wall, the people, the kinds of people that were in this vision. That's very important that you read. It's like a Kodak moment of what you saw. And as you travel through your this dimension right here where we are, then there'll be signs. It's like driving down the streets, stop sign, traffic light, and some of them they come up, boom, like, oh yeah, that's right, that's a sign. So learn to read the signs as you travel through your life. It's very important. And sometimes they're loud and clear, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're very subtle. That's why it's very important to listen to your instinct, because instinct is guiding you to travel towards whatever next step might, whatever the next step is, and so on and so on and so on. So I hope that answers your question. So you could be awake or asleep. I mean, sometimes it comes whether I'm awake or asleep, but they keep coming. In the night, it's a little more difficult because you know when you wake up in the morning, you try to remember. It's a little more difficult. They have to be really vivid for you to remember clearly what it was like. So I used to wake myself up and write things down, but it's way too much because after that, to go back to bed is difficult. So I travel. I'm a day walker now. I used to spend a lot of time in the night, but I love the daytime, and especially in the morning when you transition from awake, from you just waking up and you're getting more and more awake. That is a perfect time to write things down, and that's my in my mornings. Usually that happens like that. I certainly things come to me, and maybe I was holding them all night. My subconscious was working, and then as I wake up slowly, things pop up, and I'm like, okay, let's go, boom, write them down, because you never know. Now, okay, Joshua, you guys forget to put the question, man. I will keep on repeating myself until I see them big in front. I'll take that one. What is your advice for people with? What is your advice for people with anxiety? Well, again, I'm going to go back to, when you talk about for people with people. With anxiety, that sounds like codependency. And the problem with codependency is that people's energy is going to affect you. So, this anxiety you're talking about that this other person has, which you're possibly close to, will affect you. So, it's very important that you do what you have to do for them with love, of course. But then it's like, when you go to, how can I say that? It's like we do what we have to do. We go places, we go to stores. But the minute you come home, you got to wash your hands. And it's the same thing with that. When you hang out with people who have anxiety, it's very important that when you come home after leaving them, that you practice meditation, and it's kind of a clearing and a cleaning of your energy. Otherwise, you're going to take home this energy and it's going to linger. And eventually, you're going to be affected by it. It's like catching a cold. It's going to stay with you. So just be careful. You can be there for your friends, of course, with love, with support and everything. But after that, when you leave, and if you don't leave, and if you can't leave, then if you guys live together, then you really have to make time for yourself. Go ground yourself. Go outside in the grass, grounding, meditate, and that's how you can keep a balance between the two. Take care of your friend, partner, but also take care of yourself. That's important. That actually favorite. We're not there with the movie yet. First is the documentary, and very soon we're gonna have some news. We're gonna have some news. We're gonna have some news. We're gonna have. We're gonna have. We're gonna have some news. Yes, we're gonna have some news in the very near future. Buckle up, y'all. So when we get to that, we'll get to that. You know what I mean? Now, let's look forward. Let's see what we got. I'm looking for a question. Yeah. Okay. Listen, if I can be an example, if I can inspire you, if I can elevate you, for me, it was all worth it to come here every weekend because this is what I want. I really want to help you guys win, change your lives. And I want to come here one day and be like, oh, wow, just like I'm reading right now. It's so nice to see that, when people compliment me, and it has nothing to do with getting those compliments, but they compliment the fact that I'm here giving continuously. And it's nice to see that because of this conversation that we are having in basket underscore 17. I'm really happy to hear that you changed your outlook on life because this is why I do this. I want to see people just feel better, and accomplish people just feel better, and accomplish what they want for themselves. And it doesn't have to be like crazy accomplishments. It's all about just sometimes the simplest things are the hardest. To feel comfortable with ourselves, to feel happy with ourselves, to be happy just by ourselves. Because as you go through life and as you evolved and you learn from yourself, I'm sure everyone has gone through this period where you had to have someone by yourself to feel balanced or happy. You needed somebody else's energy. When in fact you don't. What you have to worry about is making sure that you, on your own, and hear yourself clearly and feel happiness come from within. That's really that in turn Yeah. In turn, within, it's magical. It takes work. It takes work. It definitely does. But those conversations that we're having, I look at it like it's like a rubber band. Like a rubber band. We just we pull on it, and there's an action. There's a cause and effect. And I'm really happy to hear basket_17 that your outlook on life has changed just because of the conversation we're having here. And that's not just thanks to me, it's thanks to the people here, to the Fabmillytribe. Really, thank you very much, guys. The choice is yours, Maya. Yeah, that's right. I had an English book, I think I told you that long ago, and it was called It's Up to You. And it's a great saying. It's up to us, it's up to you, it's up to me, it's up to you to do the work. You got to. You cannot let up. And it goes from Monday to Sunday. Of course, you take breaks, but never stray away too far from what you need to do for yourself, because then you go into bad patterns. You'll go in circles. 41 minutes, man, how time flies. Woo. Okay, now I'm looking for another question. Oh, I see. I see German-speaking people on the vlog, writing in German. You have to put it in English because I couldn't respond to you in German because they don't speak German. But you can do it in English, I'm sure. If you hear, that means you understand everything I'm saying. So positive lifestyle. That's who you are. Hi, Fab. Greetings. I would like to send you an invitation request to speak on a topic. What's your manager's contact? Okay. Well, leave me your information. You can write me a message, and through the community, I'll find it. No worries. No worries. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen in the near future, and at this moment, I kind of keep myself, really off the the circuit, doing interviews and all kinds of things because there's something coming, and when that starts, I'm not going to stop. So doing talks on other platforms right now, I'm waiting. Maybe at a later date, but not for now because, like I said, there's a whole plan that's been put in place that you don't know about, that no one is privy of, only the teams. But we'll get your information, and I'll have no worries. Okay. Thank you for coming here, and thank you for the invite. Appreciate it. Now let's continue. Question. Lion share question. Will you ever visit the Caribbean? Lion share question. Will you ever visit the Caribbean? Well, I used to go until 4 years ago. I was going every year. So yeah, my family's there, but I haven't gone there for a while because there was the hurricane, then there was Zika, then there was a bunch of things that happened. 4 years in a row, something happened, which kind of like made it very difficult for me to travel to the Caribbean. But I will go back at some point, maybe next year. You know. Now, Eric D. Uh, you know, when you ask me a question like this one, celebrity friends, from my standpoint, they're not celebrities. From my standpoint, they're friends. The word celebrity is not part of the equation. The reason why we're friends is because we have something in common, and our friendship revolved around this element that glues our friendships together. Whether it's music, whether it's way of thinking, the frame of mind that we share. So no. But I won't answer that question. but I hope that answers your question. Right now, what else do we have? Virginia Gonzalez. Question: any advice for teachers? I'm an art teacher. Ooh. When I was skating, my neck is tight. Ooh. So, I'm going to ask you a question. Maybe you can answer that to me. Your question is about the way you want to teach to your students, or so I'm just going to go off the cuff because it's kind of broad. Any advice on? No worries, Eric D. Question: any advice for teachers? I'm an art teacher. Well, okay, let me think. Well, when it comes to teaching, it's to me, because growing up, I was taught because I love science. Love science. Maybe I would have become a scientist if it was not music. But my math teacher was so mean. It wasn't nice at all. I don't know. Maybe it was the way they were teaching back then. I'm not sure, but it was very mean. And as a result, my grades declined. And when it was time for me to possibly take the science route, well, my math grade didn't allow me to do that. So my advice to any teacher is when you teach, and I know it's a difficult job, every student is different, but if you can zero in on the type of kid or personality this kid is, I think as a teacher, we have to remove who we are and come with the love of teaching and wanting each and every student to reach their best potential. Now, when it comes to art, being an art teacher, like we're talking about a whole different thing. Art is about, opening one's mind. And as an art teacher, I think, if you can teach students to be open-minded and have no limitation when it comes to creativity, because there is no limit to creativity, no limit. And it's not just a frame of mind that you should adapt for art. I think that as an art teacher, we can also teach. You can also teach your students that in life as well, that anything is possible, and that whatever you want to create, you can make it happen. It might take you years to make that thing happen. That you see, let go of their plans because it's so bothersome. It's so bothering. It's like a hum that keeps going. And in order for the hum to disappear, you have to create it. You have to get it out of your head first. And then the hum goes away, and then you get it out. You put it on paper. The concept is on paper, and then after that, there's another hum that arrives, and then the process is this. When it comes to creativity or art or conceptual art, you have to thank you, Pete Meredith. Thank you very much. Thank you. Utmost respect to you, Fab. I love coming on here every Sunday and get inspired by your words. It brings great clarity in life. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Pete. Appreciate your support. Thanks for supporting the channel. Yeah. Yeah, clarity. And if you can bring clarity, to segue back to what we were saying, bringing clarity to your students, your art students, that's lovely because they'll be able to take that that clarity and keep it as part of their frame of mind and continue to keep it, because teachers in general, you don't have to be just an art teacher, but I think teachers are so important because they can change. You have the parents and then you have the teachers, and they're like, when it comes to life and the battles that we have to go through in life, I think you get the parents that are equipping You equip your children with the right tools, and then you have the teacher that is right below, and that's reinforcing all those things. And that's why I think that teachers are some of the most important people in our society, and we should support them and treat them with respect, and raise their pay. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Because unfortunately, the teachers are not well paid, and for some people it's like, well, you it doesn't become attractive. So maybe if they would make it a little more attractive for teachers, maybe people who wanted to teach and refrained from because financially was not rewarding, then maybe if the pay was higher, then it would get them to go there. But again, teachers are important, and I wish you the best of journey teaching and whatever you teach. All right. And your question moved up because people were coming in. It's almost an hour, guys. I've got to disappear real soon. Virginia Gonzalez. Hola, hola, hola. Thank you. Okay. I'm looking for one more. One more. I listen to Afro beats. I listen to all kinds of music. For me, it's like this. I have a very my musical diet is very diverse. In the house, I keep it very mixed. It's important because, like food, you're not going to eat the same food every day. That's kind of boring, right? So everything: salsa, merengue, Afro Cuban, Afro house, classical, modern, jazz, traditional jazz, contemporary jazz, hip hop, R&B, old school R&B, 80s R&B, 90s R&B, progressive R&B, hip hop, Public Enemy, Dallas Soul, Tribe Called Quest, Wu Tang. We mix it all up. That's it. That's what it's about. Because music has a way to affect you, and it's beautiful when you can do that. I'm an artist, so I need to be stimulated. Zouk. Yeah, Zouk too, of course. Of course. Of course. My parents played Zouk a lot growing up. So, one more question. Okay, cool. After Dream Wonderland Universe, question. And then I got to go, ladies and gentlemen. But I think we're doing better. But you always take a little bit of time before you get cracking. Like halfway when we're like past 30 minutes, bam, you coming in. I don't know if it has something to do with people coming in later, or you trust in yourself to just do something positive, a positive lifestyle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for your support. Positive Soul. I'll check you out regarding the platform and the interview you're talking about. Okay? Thanks. So now, where was I? It moved up. Question. When are the health talks gonna happen with Tessa? Or is it not gonna happen in a while? Well. I know the question has come up a few times. And Tessa is very good at what she does. So let me work on that. But in the meantime, what I'll do this week is repost one of those because they were really, really interesting. They were short. They were 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but there's so much information. So everybody here, Fabmillytribe, this week, when I post, I make those video posts and I go straight to the community pipeline. Okay. If you've never heard about health talks, when I post it, go check it out because those are amazing health tips and tricks. Really super, super duper cool. All right. All right now. It's time for me to leave. Yeah. Joshua. Oh, I have no favorite decade, really. They're all so wonderful when it comes to you tap into the 50s, like even the 20s, the 30s, the 60s. There are elements of music that are amazing in each decade. I don't favor anything. I just take it all like a beautiful meal. Mm, like a beautiful meal. That's what I do because it inspires me. Even when sometime before I start working in the studio, I play me some Duke Ellington or some Miles Davis, Louis Armstrong, and some of those great piano, Fats Domino. I mean, there's so much music out there to be inspired from. It allows you to travel. Thank you, Glenn Milli. Appreciate your support. You rock, you rock, you rock. Thank you. So keep music in your life and don't hesitate to listen to different types of music because it will make you vibe in a different way. It really makes you like Hetty James at last. When you listen to that, it's like wow. And as you listen to this track, it takes you places. Try to get out of your regular routine. That's very important. That's how your mind will open up. And music is great for that. It really is. I love it. I see the Fabmillytribe members connecting with each other, talking to each other. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I hope that we continue this and you will be privy to like the innermost details on the next step on my journey because there's a lot coming, y'all. There's a lot coming. I can't wait to unpack that baby. Buckle up, buckle up, buckle up. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. It's time for me to say goodbye, y'all. It was a pleasure. It's a freestyle. So there's no notes. It's just an idea that we start with. And I hope that today we did good for everybody, for the ones here asking questions, taking part, and the ones that are not here, but that are there, still watching and being impacted. The ones who've been watching here right now in a moment, thank you very much. The people that are going to be watching at a later date, hey, thank you for listening until right now. I'll tell you one thing though. I know for a fact that in the near future, people will go back to all those old Fab's Funday vlog. And sometime during the week, if you feel like, you know, revisiting, or if you didn't see any of those, we should just go back because we have about 70 episodes of Fab's Funday vlog. So you can see the beginning of Fab's Funday vlog, how it was and how it transformed and it turned into Fabmilly.com. Unlock hashtag 14. It's a direct cause and effect of coming here every Sunday and talking to you. Really, you guys are responsible for me creating Fabmilly.com. So don't forget to go over there. If you have any question regarding Fabmilly.com, just let me know here, okay? And I've took the time to create this Family.com with Tessa from Staying Together, and there we made sure to write exactly what I was thinking when I created those seeds. When those seeds turned out to be what they became and what I work with in my system. So go there, and I think that Fab Sunday Vlog, Fabmilly.com, Unlock hashtag 14 are there to help you rise, 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 help you grow, evolve, try different things, and let me know. Give me feedback. AW1, what up? When am I coming to California? I've got to disappear. And thanks again, for making this interactive. You got me thinking today as usual. So when I turn off the computer, I'm gonna go and make some notes. And maybe something came up today that might help me come up with something else for next week. That's how it works. Peace. One love. Until next episode. Fab Morvan. I love y'all. Bah! Laters. Peace. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and like and tell people to come here. One more thing. I forgot about one more thing. I posted Blame It on the Rain, my Blame It on the Rain performance. And we are now at 795,000 views. Please watch it again and pass it on to a friend. I'm trying to get to 1 million views. And pass it on to a friend. I'm trying to get to 1 million views. That'd be a great accomplishment, y'all. Thank you for your support. Now I'm out for show. Pow!